Hello, and to Aska. So, I think we're starting to turn things around now. I'd like to think we're starting to make some progress. I mean, we've got a new workshop over there for making metal tools, weapons, plus the carpentry bit over here. Well, I must admit, it's extremely dark. I can barely see anything. And then we've also got a new building over here, which is going to be for mainly for making the clothing, at least the basic clothing. We've got a dedicated building these days, which is for the armory sort of stuff. This one's your typical sort of clothes, but they'll make all of the leathers, all of the linen thread, and so on that these folks will use. These will be making things like the metal plates that these folks need. I say these folks, there's only one person here. That's a big problem. Although to be fair, these lot aren't making enough for them, nor are these people, as and when they turn up. So it's like, yeah, I need a lot of people, but I need to start moving things around. And there's also some upgrades going on at the minute for the outposts. So I've got those pinned. Not quite sure what's what. Oh yes, that's it. Right, so the top three will be the outpost. Then I'm trying to get an extension to the longhouse because I need somewhere else for people to live. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, I want to start moving these things. Now, farm's got to go somewhere else. I suspect this place here. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, nobody wants to live next door to here for some reason. I'm trying to think why. I mean, it's extremely useful. See? It's an extremely useful building. But for some reason, people aren't particularly fond of living there. The farmhouse adds a 15 boost. That's a warehouse. Might be able to stay there for now. We've got them. Right, we've got a cooking house that adds 25. We've got a market which adds. What does that add? 7. The farm adds 15. I mean, there's no like. Well. There's no specific reason I'd say that you have to have the farms next to the houses, but I'm going to have a bit of room around here. This means I think those two buildings might have to move at some point. But for now, the question is, what do I do with these? Because I want to put a warehouse down here. Then I want to set up a dedicated warehouse along here for these people. I'm tempted. I don't know if I've got the room. Let's have a look-see. Can I fit another one of these in? I can't. I'd have to extend the walls because I'm debating, should I move. There's some of the buildings that people don't like, but I'm just thinking that, I mean, these folks, they have to make so much linen, so much linen thread. Not just for themselves, but everybody else. So I'm tempted to add another one, but it means like I'm needing a lot of people. But I think I'm thinking too much ahead anyway, so I need to get these out of the way, so at least I can get the workshop going, because then this one will get torn down. But I need to get the warehouse up and running first, so I'm not really sure where to put the farm at the minute while I'm juggling things around. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to, much as it pains me, I'm going to put this outside because I've already got a farm out here. This was originally set up, I set it up specifically to grow just fibre. I don't know if we're going to, it's not particularly, I mean that's reasonably flat there. The only trouble is, I mean, we do get Wolvars coming across here every now and again. We do get like the Draugr and what have you coming along here. I don't know if I can squeeze another one in here, maybe. Possibly. I might. Maybe if I put it here and then we get the fields there, because they don't have to be specifically flat. So I think I might do that. Move those people out to here for now while I shuffle things around. So where does that come under? Is that an advanced one? Yeah, an improved farm. Right, let's do that then. Now that goes that way around, so let's spin it around. We'll do that, and I'll put that there. Yeah. Let's not have it on the cliff. Right, we'll get them to build this one. And then what I'll do is I'll move those people out to here. It's a pity. I would love to have, like, with some games you've got like a beacon where, or an alarm where you can just turn it on and it's a case of, right, everybody back to base. And then everybody would be, like, nice and safe behind the walls and what have you. Because it's funny, because, I mean, you've got a little horn that you carry around, which I found out now. I mean, I often wondered what it was, because this has been out for a while. And it's like you've got the left button on your mouse to press, or the right button. And you used to get, like, different noises, and I wasn't quite sure which is which, to be fair. Didn't really specifically tell me, I don't think. I mean, if I hover over it. Oh, it's already in my... There, so... Yeah, it doesn't really tell you anything about it. Used to summon warriors into battle. Up to maniacal tendencies and strange resonance. Okay, yeah, they're definitely known for that. Need to find the stonecutter, incidentally. But no, it was kind of funny. I didn't know what the difference was. So sometimes I'd use the left mouse button, sometimes I'd use the right. But at some point, they actually started putting in this, like, little notice, and it actually told you, like, one is to basically summon people, you know, tell your soldiers to fight, and then the other one is to actually tell them to retreat. So chances are, there's quite a lot of times I was pressing it, telling people to retreat without actually noticing. So it's like, oopsie, didn't think of that. Well, in fairness, I didn't know. Right, so all that lot over there needs to be built, but I need to get something to eat. Assuming there is something. Yes, there is something. Right. Oh, didn't want to do that. Right, that needs a bajillion things. I wouldn't care, I've just realised I could have helped with the longhouse over there. Is that my cart? No, that's the fish cart. So where's my cart? Not their cart or your cart, it's my cart. It specifically said it's my cart. Yeah, I think that's it up there, actually. Oh, now there's a thought. Shore ranges. Interesting. So probably need to put in a new... Oh, no, they're not getting a marker, actually, now they're over there. Right, I better put in... Let's put a marker over here, just to make sure that they're getting covered. Let's have a look-see. That covers pretty much that area. That covers that area. I'll have to do something down the other side. Now there's these two there. Probably could do with the one over there, actually. Right. Let's rename that, actually. This will be workshop. Because people like it if you send the patrols around to keep an eye on what's going on. Want one down here as well. That one there. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, so that's keeping us well covered there as well. That one will be... Let's call it housing. Actually, that's a thought. What the other one's called? That's just Patrol Mark 3. I haven't been too particularly specific then. Let's go and change some of those names. I mean, it's just because they go on the list of like places to patrol. And I think it helps if they've got a name, so it's like you know what they're for. So what's this one for? The just call it Roadstone. So that covers quite a bit. There's a one down there, patrol marker. So at least it covers the housing. I'll have to come up with different names for those because I'm going to have to shuffle. Well, I'm going to be shuffling buildings around anyway, to be fair. So I'll leave those as is for now, but I'm going to drop some of this stone off. Now, where is my cart? Not their cart, not our cart, not your cart even. It's my cart. I'll go and grab that because I can go and get some stone and then I can start helping those to build things. Assuming I can grab it. Ooh, that's very creaky, that. Oh, fudgesicles. That was not the plan. I've just realised I pinned something when I didn't need to pin it. There's now something down in the outposts no longer on the list. Because I have a sneaking suspicion they can't be bothered to build anything unless you specifically encourage them to build it. I don't know if it gives them some sort of priority. But I tend to find that nothing gets built unless you specifically like pin it. It's like, yeah, we'll get round to those other buildings. I know they've been there for like, you know, several years, but we'll get round with it sometime. And they just never do. Right, go and plonk that over there. Right, where you? Okay, you're going to there, aren't you? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, as and when you can be bothered. I mean, sooner the better, really, but just saying. I mean, I'll probably have to go and look for a lot of. I did pick it up. I'll have to probably go and look for a lot of the hardwood trees and chop them down. Because the workers don't seem to be doing that much these days. By the workers, I'm referring to the woodcutters. Okay, there should be more of these around somewhere. Yeah, at least some in the warehouse. Right, I'll go and drop some of these off here, and then if I've got any other ones going spare, because I think it's going to be people from the... Well, it's another reason why I want to get this one done. It's because I need more builders. I need more of everything, really, to be fair. Right, so you're bringing what looks like beams across. Yeah, like a bajillion of them. Oh, did I not pick that up? Oh, okay, so you didn't bring stones, you brought them. Okay, well, you know. Still helpful. Right, so that solves that problem. So I'll go and head for the warehouse, because there should be some stones over there, and I can put those into the tower build. Right, so they're just going to pick up a bunch of beams. Just like fine. Right, so I need... Actually, how many have I got there? I've got 2. I've got 2, or have I got 3? I've got 2, so I need 2 more. Yeah. That's actually quite useful, I must admit, because you get... Every now and again you get these... Well, aside from the invasions every year, every now and again you get, like, packs by the Drauga. Well, that's quite useful, because they have a tendency to give you They're like these big stones, like you chop the dragger up and you end up with these big stones. So they're actually quite useful. Not as bad as you think they are. Alright, so they've done all the stick. Yeah, they've done all the sticks. What about long sticks? Have we got any of them left? Coming through. Time, let's see. We've got any... Nope, there's none in there. Wowzers, have we used them all up? Oh, are you actually going to pick one up, are you? Okay, well you grab that. Right, well I'll just take the stones then. It's amazing that I can drag a cart with stones quicker than they can wander along with a long stick. Who knew? Right, I may as well get this out of the way. But I need to go down to the outpost and pin that building back again. Right, that there. There. I think I might, if there's any of the like beams, posts or whatever, if there's any of those I might be able to help there. Let's have a look, see then. Because they'll either be in here. Right, there's 8 beams there, so we need none of them. Wood chickens. So there's no wooden planks, wooden shafts, posts. So what's that one? That one is beams. This one would be, so this must be the posts then. Right, well I'll grab these because then they can go towards the, is that my, that's got to be my cart, right? Right, that needs 6. So that should go a lot quicker then. I can grab them. I'm surprised there's so many. Oh, did I not pick that up? What's going on here? Why are you not picking that up? How bizarre. Right, it's 3 and 4. Right, pop them in there. So at least I can get these ones. Is there any posts? Right, so we need 6 of them. Oh, we need 5 of them. Grab them, unless somebody else is coming along picking these things up as well, that is. Because I don't know what the builders are up to now. Right, let's see, so we've got 3... Right, I need 2 more. But yeah, it looks like we don't have any of the... Actually, surely we've got hardwood. I'm pretty sure we've got the big hardwood logs. So they could go into things like the planks and what have you. It's usually like the thin ones that don't get done. I may as well pin that. I'll probably at least do that one then. Right, up on the corner. Oh, quite the slalom here. Oh, no, that's interesting. Why is that lying on the floor? Huh. How bizarre. Right, it'll be interesting to see the state of that longhouse after that, because I've actually got some beds in there. I don't think anybody will be too keen on having their beds, like, disrupted. Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, you're bringing some along, are you? Which I'll have to take them back now. Oh, rats. I should have guessed. Right, I'll get that beam. Right, then I'll take that one. Right, that sorts that out. So there's... I'll go around to the... the warehouse. Jeez Louise, it is seriously foggy. I don't know when they introduced fog, but it's like seriously foggy in here. I'm just saying. I'll have to be a bit careful because I specifically want the hardwood ones. I mean, the funny thing I find is that it usually ends up like this competition goes on between the warehouse worker and the actual crafters, the carpenters, for example. It is actually quite funny. Just check. Yeah, it's still whitelisted. That's okay, right? But it's quite funny because like you'll see like somebody will pick up a like one of these big wooden logs and take it into the carpentry because obviously they want to then turn it into something. But then what you get is the person in the warehouse then goes and picks it up and puts it in the warehouse. So then there's just like this constant toing and froing where they're in competition. So I've deliberately got it set up so that nobody can get access to the to this cart, because otherwise the warehouse person takes things back out again. It's like, here's me, like the moment I'm taking things out of a warehouse. If I don't disable that and block access, then the warehouse people then come along and take things out of it. It's like, you're kidding me. It's like, you know, actually that's well, I was going to say there are other people. I suppose I could set it up to let the builders get access to it, for example. Or not specifically the builders, the carpenters, I suppose. That would make sense. Well, also the builders, because sometimes I bring other resources back that they'd find useful. As long as I'm just not letting the actual the warehouse people have access, because they just mess things up. I mean, I know what they're doing is, it's like their job is to put things in the warehouse, but it's like having one of these jobs worth people. Like, seriously, like, you're not helping. But all they understand is like, yeah, but that's going to go in the warehouse. Yeah, but somebody's going to turn that into, no, but it's going to go into the warehouse. So I honestly don't know how you would solve that. Because well, I suppose they could introduce like rules to say, well, you can't take like raw resources out. Say there, so like say I've got somebody from the warehouse now coming along. Now they're picking up the bark, which makes a lot of sense. That actually does make a lot of sense. But it's when they start taking the actual like raw resources out, it's like, that is not helping. So here, I mean, they're tidying the place up. Ooh, now, I still haven't figured that out. I don't know why we end up jumping from one side of the warehouse to the other. It's kind of bizarre. It's a feature. Right, have we got enough room for two? Yeah, we've still got enough room for two. Put that in there. Oh, wow. I've just noticed there's a long, thin hardwood log there. That's rare. Right, I'm going to have to take one of the big chunky logs out because there's not enough room. I'll put that in there, but there's no guarantee that the warehouse person will take it. Right, chop this up then. Pop that in there. Right, what are you making? Just curious what they were making. Right, pop that one in there. But at least I can take some of these planks down to the outpost as well. Right, that one. Because that longhouse needs 6 of them. But I've noticed there's the dude, can I have that back, please? Thanking you. Actually, that's a thought. What kind of tools have you got these days? See, they don't have an axe, which doesn't help. And I wouldn't care, they're the people who make them. It's like, seriously, you're not making any. Part of their job is to make things like axes. Now the axe would need an axe head for sticks. I'm seriously tempted at one point to probably go around some of the people and find out what they're carrying, because some of them have got things they don't really need. And I've deliberately got restrictions in place to stop these folks making just like tons and tons of new tools, because it's like there's a limit on like how much bloom that you can get to actually then make those iron tools. Oh, whatchicalls, put it in here for now. Let me grab that one there, that one. Nope, it's the wrong one. Grab that one. That one in there. Right, so maybe that'll do. Right, I'm going to go and have a look and see if there's any food. Drop these planks up, so I'm going to have to get a lot of long sticks now. Somewhere. Don't know where, but somewhere. Try one of them. Yeah, I won't be able to progress that any further without any of the long sticks. Specifically the hardwood ones. I'm not noticing any in there. Right. Drop these off then. I could do this, like, I wonder if I could sort of like have a conversation with the gods and say, can you give me like a magic wand where I can just wave the magic wand and then things will magically move. What's that? Why would I not pick that up? That is weird. It won't pick that up. It's not picking it up for some reason. Supply. Why will that? That is weird. For whatever reason, it's refusing to pick that up. Huh. To harvest it needs better equipment. What? I mean, I've got a draw knife and I've got an axe. This is weird. The trouble is I walk over it. Huh. Curious. Maybe it'll disappear next time I start the game, or maybe one of the warehouse people can pull off a miracle and do it. I don't know. Right, I should look what these doors. I think you can actually open them up while you've got the cart, to be fair. Right, I'll close these. Security reasons, you never know. One of those dangerous rabbits might suddenly turn up, run through the door and wreck the place. To be fair, I still haven't figured out how they're getting up onto the wall. Somehow they're getting onto the wall and then they're getting into the actual base, which isn't a particular help. Because they just trash the place. I mean, as the note was saying there, that they're kleptomaniacs. So it's like, what? They just like mess things up and steal things, and it's like, seriously, I don't need that hassle. And deliberately taunt you. I think they're an invention from Loki or something, but it drives you nuts. Right, so there's still the cookhouse to do. Oh, I haven't said that. Are they the only two left to do? Oh no, yeah, there is three. Right, okay. Right. I think the reason I wanted to do this one is because it should give them access to more recipes if memory serves. Oh, fudgesicles, can you not like just supply it? Yeah, gives them the oven. So if we do tasks now, we can now do pies. So pies, more pies. Do pies. We need pies. Oh no, that's a thought. Are you actually doing the... I don't know if you're doing fish oil, are you? Right, I'll move the pie. I think pies take a bit more precedence, so let's move these. So these are tier 3. Ooh, hold on, No. Don't be using those to make keep the oven going. That does not make sense, at least not to me anyway. Fish pies. Warrior pies. Hunter pies. Forager pies. So that's all the tier 3 stuff. So tier... Oh, interesting. The stews are tier 3. Oh. We'll move the soups then lower down. I didn't notice that. I mean, they use fewer resources, so I would have thought they would be not as popular. Who knew? Yes, I'll get them to focus on the top tier stuff. Because that to me makes more sense. I mean, I'm assuming it's a case of like, if you're a tier 1 person, you'd still prefer tier 4 pies, for example. I mean, it won't be as beneficial, but at least you won't be complaining that you're not getting the right type of food. Oh, jeez Louise, there's a lot of tier 2 stuff. Mushroom soups. Oh, see, that's where I could have done with a preset. Right, so these are all the food filters as to what they can... Oh, no. Interesting. Ah, interesting. So a forager pie is a tier 3. Oh, it's going too fast. You're going too fast. Don't go so fast. So these are tier 4 pies. They're tier 3 pies. Berries, carrots. These are all still tier 3. Then we're into the tier 2 soups and what have you. And eventually we get into the fish oil. Right, so what do you need? I think this one needs... Alright, you need planks as well, whereas this is the one that needs just shaft. So at least I can get some planks here to help out. Right, your problem is a lack of what? Nope. You need a one-handed weapon. Right, got you. I'll have to find you one. Somewhere. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge. I don't have one. I can't give you one. Well, I do have one myself, but I need it. I'm just saying. You know, it's a bit of a priority out around here. Oh, that right there. All right, show radius. Ooh, didn't notice that. Right, so that still needs another. Oh, crikey. So that needs a bunch of shafts. That needs the shafts and the planks. Wowzers. Right, how are we doing for food? They've got... Holy moly, they've got a lot of food. I really wish I could set some sort of like limit as to how many items come up. That's a lot of fish. Huh. I really wish I could set some sort of like limit at the destination. Or at the source when it comes to the market to say how many items you're allowed to take. Because you can... It's kind of a strange setup where you can decide like... Take, say, I don't know, 5 fish, for example, from that place. Well, the problem is, there's nothing like, there's no limit to say, but leave maybe 10 behind, and it would just deplete that actual storage, which is not really what I want to do at that outpost. The whole idea of that outpost was to set it up for fishing. They'd then be producing an excess of fish, which people here could take advantage of. Likewise, these people produce, you know, stuff in the farms, all the food that the farm produces. So the idea is to take food from here, but without depleting what we've got over here. It's like with both of them, like, get the benefit. Speaking of which, I should set up an outpost, get them to patrol here. Otherwise, they'll complain. There we go. Right. I need shafts. I'm not getting shafted. There's a big problem. If you're not... Actually, that's a thought. How are we doing over there with the forestry? Because they're set up to grow trees. I can see the trees over there. There's some of them actually starting to grow, which is quite cool. Yeah, they're starting to plant them. You can see, like, there's the little sticks to support them. So that'll be a birch tree. I think that'll be a fir tree. Ooh, there's more of you. There's more of you. You're causing mischief, aren't you? Little rascals. So I wonder how far out they're going then. I mean, there's some around here that they're doing. Huh. Now that, I want to have a check and see, actually, have they finished down here yet? As if they have, I might take this flag out. See, look, all of these things lying around. There's all these logs and stones that are going to waste. You know, put a flag up to actually collect them all. Nobody seems particularly interested. I mean, the flag's changed. Back then, this was a flag to specifically collect those resources, but I think that's what the settlement one now references. But at least that's good to see. Now, that flag there, what does that flag do? Yeah, it does everything. So that's good. So at least it means that they'll grow the trees, and then someone will come along once the trees are grown to then chop them down, and then they'll grow new ones. That's the plan, hopefully. I need to get those birches. I think there's some over here, maybe still. That was the whole point, though, of setting up that forestry, was to get somebody to grow new trees. Now, I'm thinking... How far does that stretch, then? I think that one needs to be changed. Oh, hold on. It doesn't intrude on the farms, I don't think. Let's set that to forestry as well. And I think I put one over here, didn't I? Yeah, that one's doing forestry, so that makes sense. Right, actually, where's my cart? It's not their cart. It's not even your cart, it's my cart. Where's my cart? There's my cart. Right, I'll take my cart. Interesting to see if they've taken any of the bigger logs, mind. Because I chopped quite a few trees down over in this area. specifically because I needed all of the shafts to be made, but that's usually the obstacle I'm finding, is nobody's grabbing any of these trees. Yeah, see, there's these logs just left lying around for some strange reason, and yet there's a marker. Yeah, they should fall under the marker. And there's this one here, and there's this one here. So they should. I would have thought, because there's a warehouse person. They'll have a vested interest in picking these up and putting them into a warehouse. There's the hunt, not the hunt. There's the woodcutters. Part of their job. I mean, they don't necessarily have to only chop trees down, unless there's some. I don't. Oh, much of this. This is embarrassing. Right, is there a stick around here? Because I'm pretty sure I need a stick. Fiddly-dee, I say. Fiddly-dee. I'm gonna have to get that axe repaired. Right, let's see. I don't think I'll make it. Nope. I didn't think so. I was being optimistic. Right, let's go back to... I'll go here. Let's see if I can fix it here. Right, there you go. Consider it fixed. Actually, that's a thought. Have I got any... No, don't have any bits and bobs. I'll just double check. Right. That's one of the things I found a bit annoying, I must admit. Is you've got these metal tools, and if they break, you're left with the tool head. It kind of makes sense, because then you can repurpose it. The only trouble is, if your inventory is full, you end up dropping that tool head on the ground, and you probably don't even notice. There's probably quite a lot of tools that I've lost over time, because I've gone all the way back to the base to then fix the tool, only to realise that my inventory was full and I can't do it. It's like, oh, bunchicles. And then you end up on this little quest to try and find out where the tool head was, and I never find it. And in theory, I think what I started then doing was putting out the flags in the hope that the warehouse person would then go and pick them up and put them in the box, because there's a box to store them in. I don't know if they ever did, to be fair. I mean, there's all these trees just lying around, and they've got plenty of storage for it, but they just don't seem interesting. Or having said that, it's quite possible they're just so busy. It's like, I'll get round to it when I get round to it, and I just never get round to it. Leather hide. That's another thing I find interesting is there's like a ton of leather hide and pelts that we've got. I mean, the storage is just completely full of that. So they never pick it up because it's like, we've got plenty of it. We don't need any more. So the hunters are going out hunting animals to get food, and then the leather ends up getting left lying around. And that goes into the higher tier, so armor, but it just never gets made because I think I don't know whether it was a case of there's not enough people to do it, because there's always a shortage of I think it's the linen and the linen thread, and I found it's a pain to make. I still haven't quite got my head around it, because I'll go in there with a ton of fibre and start making linen. And then before I know it, it's like, right, my inventory's full and I've no idea where that excess linen went to. If it went anywhere or if I actually made it. So, because it's supposed to go into your own inventory. But there's a box next to you. Seriously. You had to drop that on the floor to drink. That is weird. Yeah, let's plug that on there. Yeah, so I'm always reluctant to make the linen because it's like, I don't know if I'm then wasting the fibre. It doesn't appear anywhere. It's not like lying on the ground or anything. So I'm thinking, well, what happened to it? And you could barely like store any of it because I've got so many tools. It goes into here. I mean, if you're carrying like sticks, for instance, it's just like, no, that's just too many. You just don't have the room for the linen. And like, I think the clothes you need something like 10 or something crazy for some things. Probably more. Plus a bunch of thread, plus like metal plates and also there's a ton of things that go into it. Right, probably get about 3 more if I find any. Right, well, I mean, at least this place has got plenty of birch, so that's good. I mean, each of these long sticks goes into 2 shafts. So that's good. So hopefully I'll then get... I should get plenty that can do the longhouse to stage 2. I don't think we'll have enough for the tower though. Actually, that's a thought. Where's the farm? The farm's after stones and long sticks. Okay. I mean, that's doable. And the sooner I can get that going, the better. I mean, it's all very well like recruiting people. I mean, if I recruit more people, I'll have more builders to help, but I really need to get a move on with that outpost. With that workshop, I should say. Right. Let's drag all this lot down here. Hello? Get him through. He's trying to. Get him through. I'm seriously tempted to... I mean, this is running slowly for some strange reason. I'm going to build another flag here because that one's in the way. That's another thing I quite like about the warehouse people. They go wandering for like all over the place. Like there with this big log for some strange reason. I mean, why not? Surely it's in your own interests to take that log back to the warehouse before you then do anything else. It's not like it's, you know, I mean, this is a big log that we're talking about. I'm seriously scratching my head thinking, why are you carrying this big log all over the place? It does not make sense. Right, pop back in there. Come on, choppity chop. Lickety split. Right, how many does that need? 12, I think. Well, I can't carry that many. Maybe 6 at a push. Oh, right. We're moving on with the farm. That's good. Right, how many have I got now? I can get another one done, probably. Well, I say, well, at least get you somewhere with the farm. At least they put the resources in it. So somebody's put the resources in it, but it's like, right, that's it, I'm going home. It's night time, I'm off home. Which is fine, you know. I mean, I'm not going to get the whip out and have them working 24/7. I mean, it's like, yeah, we're not there. Right, so we need another 6. I should be able to get enough to finish that one. Although I haven't said that, that's staged. That's got 2 stages to it, so hopefully that's just the roof, which is probably sticks and thatch. You gonna pick that up? Because it would help. No. Oh, you're studying something, are you? Oh, cool. Must have been more things to study. Oh, that's handy. Because then they get better weapons they can make, hopefully. Right, got that one. Right. Right, that'll get that one done. Ah, no, that's actually that's interesting. The tower just needs 2 more. All right, in which case I think I might go and do the tower then. Because there's still actually I think they need all naming as well. Oh, right, it was 0 of 8, right? Okay, I get you. Right, never mind. Suddenly getting optimistic there. Ooh, wooden beams, nails. That looks doable, I think. A lot depends on the bloom. That's the biggest problem, I think. Right, that... I don't know if I've got enough to do that tower. Oh, yes, I do. Cool. Right, we'll do the tower then. Because why not? That's 2 there. Drop them off in. I'll keep them in there because I can't carry more than 6. Right. Well, that should get that. I think there's 2 more things for the tower to do. There's it's like a roof that you can put on, but there's also the horn that you can use. So that if somebody's up in the tower and they see something, they can use the horn to then summon help or something. Right, I'll choppity chop that one up. And we'll grab another one. Yeah, that's a lot of it's a lot of materials that's still needed. It was still one in here, wasn't it? Oh, you're getting thirsty. Oh, can't be having that. Right, then we'll get 2 more then. Oh, that's interesting. They've got some long sticks in there. Now I am intrigued. I am suddenly intrigued. How did you suddenly get all of them? Huh. I'm tempted to go out and get that farm moving, because at least I can get this moving along. And I might have a look down there to see if there's any more terraforming I can do in the corner so that I can get the... Well, I haven't said that. I could potentially put the cooking house near one of the houses. That would make more sense, I suppose. Right. 2 of them. Ooh, wowzers, that's a lot. So we add the roof on. And the horn. Now then. There was one lying around here, wasn't there? Oh, typical. It would take the one out of my pocket. Right, we pin, say, that a 1. Right, I don't have any wooden beams. Does that need shafts? Yeah, that needs 10 shafts. Yeah, that doesn't ask for shafts, so we can do that. Yeah, because I'm just looking at the longhouse. Oh, actually, tell you what. Which one is this one? This one would be the... This is the southeast tower. Right, that's a southeast tower. I need to tell the arch. Oh, I was going to say the archers. I think I've only got 1 archer. That's something. That's another reason why I need more people. Because I need to plug the gaps in the jobs. Right, that's the southwest tower. But I think it was, I was trying to, well, things went pretty much pear-shaped when we had the last invasion. So I tried summoning people back, put them back into jobs. But for some strange reason, what's that northwest tower? For some strange reason, I couldn't get all of them back. I was kind of limited, so I've had to summon like new people. And it's yeah, a bit of a pain because I mean, like, there's still some jobs that haven't been filled. Right, so this one is the northeast tower. Is there anything to add? Right, that's a thought. I should really check that, shouldn't I? I think that's got a roof. Because I mean, I've been expanding the walls, so like these two towers up here, I think were already here. There's the ones on the south side that obviously got rebuilt. So I should really check to make sure that they've got all of the upgrades. Actually, tell you what, while I'm here, let's get this moving along. At least that way the next time somebody comes out here, if they come out here, there you go. At least then they'll bring some materials. Whereas I think presumably they would have come out here and just then, oh right, and now I need some materials to move this along. See that get up the wall. Let's go and check the state of this one. That looks like that's ready. So it's just that one. It needs the roof and it needs the summoning horn. Cookie. This could do with widening out. It's feels a bit too narrow, this one. But to be fair, I mean, I'm gonna have to like raise it up a height, which is kind of what I'm kind of puzzled as to why I've got like a height difference. Right, so there's that one there. So that's got aimed the southeast tower, right? Right, that needs a wooden beam, some rope. We need 8 wooden beams for that place. Tell you what, let's go to there first, because that's the main warehouse where I was storing things like the beams and what have you. I think I'll take these out. Right, so there's 2 in there. But the plan is, I mean, this warehouse is going to get demolished at some point. I'm going to put another one in. So I'm trying to streamline things a bit. It's like the idea is there's a workshop up there, plus the dedicated storage for that. I don't know if it's really necessary to have that much storage. Right, let's dismantle that. That actually frees up some things. That's handy. Yeah, I only needed one anyway, to be fair. But never mind. It was a good idea at the time. Right, let's see. So then there's... Yeah, I don't really need any posts, do I? I'll take these out though, and I'll move them to the other place. Because then at least it'll free up resources. I mean, if that other storage gets full, then that's enough for me. Because I think the storage was like bonkers. There's like tons of storage. Like this one here, it can store... I've got it set up so there's 10 posts and 10 planks. Why is that there? +1. Oh, maybe it's because there's not enough to fit everybody in. Oh no, that does have presets. Interesting. Right, then that frees up some iron nails. Interesting. And some rope. Ooh. Yeah, but I don't want too much storage, as far as I can tell. I mean, I'm going to build this sort of like middle warehouse, and I'll have to think what I'm going to do with that. It may well be I do need like a bajillion beams, maybe. I don't know at this stage. But I'm thinking that would be like for the... Well, I don't know, like excess. I'll have to balance it out. as we go along. There might be certain things I just haven't thought of. It's like, ah, right, I need storage for this. I better do that then. So it's like, okay. Right, anyway, let's go and grab... Oh, I'll go and leave that here. Right, I think there's a... should be some fibre. Somewhere. Right, I'm going to make that. Right, and I can get a beam out of the cart. Oh, no, that needs rope as well. Interesting. Right, I'm going to open this up for now, if it'll let me. And that way, hopefully the warehouse person will clear it out. That's my train of thought anyway. Oh, somebody's already supplied the rope. Never mind. I haven't said that. There's a bunch of beams that are needed there. Okay. Okay, fair enough. It is what it is. Right, plonk this over here. So which one's which? That one's the roof. That one's the phone. Right, pin that one. So that one... That one's 4 beams, 5 shafts. Crikey, that's a lot. Should be some sticks down here. Yeah, I'm at least going to put the sticks there. I'm looking at the farm. I mean, the farm's not too bad. Well, really, it's going to be that. Oh, well, that's 6 beams. Okay. I'm now regretting this. It's like, that might not have been such a good idea. But anyway, I've got ideas now. So the plan is that the farm here is going to get freed up. We'll get this new one over here built. Once I've got the fields set up, I'll just transfer everybody over to here. I'll finish these fields off myself, and then we'll be able to tear this down. The cooking house, I'm wondering, because the idea is that these are just going to run parallel, so I might be able to leave that there for a bit longer. Because I'll end up with another warehouse along here, then another one in front of this one. So they'll have their own dedicated warehouse, just like they do. Then there'll be something in between. Maybe to store like their more clothing, for example. Although that's what their job is, to make clothes, so yeah, I'll have to think about it. But the plan is, I've got ideas. Whether they'll work or not, I've no idea. I suppose the question is this market. I mean, the market is of benefit to people. Maybe I can fit it... Anyway, let's rip these down. I mean, they were built in a kind of a bit of a rush. That was the plan. There's houses over there. I don't know. This is the thing. I don't know what the reach of these things are. It's like you've got the cookhouse here, so there's this place here. Benefits from it. 25 because of the cooking house. And it reaches out, actually it reaches all the way over to this one, which is interesting. Yeah, they benefit from it. So, I wonder if what about the one right at the far end? Yeah, even that one. So there's different buildings. They all seem to have a different reach, because I know there's like the healing house here. I mean, do they benefit from the healing house? Yeah, they do. So there's different... I know there's different buildings that have different levels of desirability to boost things by, but I think we'll get this area cleared out, I might put the market around here so that it's still close to the housing, because I'm going to have housing here. I think I can fit an extension onto the longhouse. I might have to trim this down a bit, but that'll give me a bit more room for people. I don't know where I mean, these buildings will come out. I'll have to put them up near the top somewhere. But I think for now I might put the market down here. Build a new one. I'll restructure that one. Move those people over. And then that'll free up the room up here. Because the fields will go, the market will go. And then I can carry on working up here. Now, up here, I've got this. I'll have to see how things go with this. Whether they can make enough clothes and materials or not. Because you've got up to 6 people can work in here. So I could potentially get 3 working in the day, 3 working at night. We'll have to see what's possible. And whether I need an extra building, or can I move these other places like the stone cutter, the wood cutter out of the way, because these ones are all also having an impact on these places. It's like their desirability it's actually quite high, but we're taking a bit of a hit because of these workshop houses that we've got around here. They just don't like them. I thought one of them was bothered by the hunter actually, but I sworn one of them was complaining about the hunter. Want to have a look at the hunter? Yeah, that actually has a positive benefit, so it might be an idea to move the hunter closer by, but talking about then extending this whole wall out, building that way maybe. I was thinking originally about going that way, which I could do, because I'd started that process off. There's an expansion of the wall over there. So I could pick that back up, because I need to be able to take all of these rocks out to be able to do it. But if I extend this around here, I can then start putting some of the more utility buildings in here and adding more housing there. But on the other hand, it's a case of I'm going to be clearing a lot of the housing area out, or the room out around here, because even this will eventually go. This is the next to go, and probably that. Then we're talking about these buildings, so it's going to free up quite a bit of a space up here. So maybe I can start then putting the farms here. And start shuffling the housing around. Because the whole idea is to try to get I don't know what the reach of the farm is, for example. Wowzers. There's so much to do for this base.